Sitoka Black. While I'm sitting here, I have a couple of minutes left to do something else, so I just wanted to show you just some things. These are notes, when I go to class. This the type of shit I learn, Jupiter is the dispenser of rain. So if you flood again, it will come from Jupiter again. Her and Inu. And these, I take down certain notes, and these are notes. And I also like to play the game with them, So I was just, doing nothing, and it's next to me. This is the only one that I have left. Now sometimes you may see someone's name and a phone number because they probably called, they probably were an interruption. You know what I'm saying? See, I just could like to connect myself all over the world, I was going to make it the long way, Yeah, Ra is a female bird. So in the Ra, he tried to get down into the underworld. They wouldn't let him in. You can, go and read about that. And they wouldn't let him in. The reason they wouldn't let him in because he was going as Ra, and he should have been going as Re. And Horace is the United Snakes. It also equals 666. Horace is they were Horse, and they were the melanated ones back in Egypt. And it was just like, something like to tease someone or something like that. And those of us who went to be like Egypt in them, we will call them Horace. Because they were whoring us around like a whore. This deals with Alice in Wonderland, but it also comes from Horace, Ra, Re. What you see here is a class. It's just notes. Oh yeah, this kind of shit. No, you can be simulated, So it's just that there's something I really did want to show you though. And see, this is Rebecca's son. It was Isaac. See, and it goes down. You go to it. And they come out to be liars. As always, This is my name. It's just a class. This was, it just looks like a little bit here, but this is a long ass class. Now I will show you another long ass class. Yes, this was a long ass class. This word is spelled wrong. It should be Tavares, because it's something that happened in, when I was in Tavares, Florida, and then I had a class there. And so I had to, when I got out, it's just I'm always studying. I'm always in class. And I should have spelled this right. I would have gotten more out of the class, but I didn't even want to take time out to go and find out how to spell Tavares. But it goes into energy, but even the real way to spell it goes into energy. But see down here? This is my name because I am kin to King James. See, I can get my name Jenkins out of King James Version. Now, if I put the Bible on that, then I can get Bettina Jenkins out of it. In the middle, Jenkins is Inky. And this here has a lot to do with Tavares too. Me being targeted. The pink people in Tavares, they know something about me and Inky being in the middle of my names. They know who I am. They know who I am. See, the Bible is down here, so then when you get the B-I, then you can deal with the other letters to get my name, Bettina Jenkins. And then there's Inky in Psalms 82 and 6. I was born in 1958, but you can take this S and make it 558, and I was born on the 26th day. And also dealing with me being a god, it goes back into Anu, Inky, and Indo. I guess, they were telling me, I was dealing with, everyone calling them gods and shit, and they're actually not gods. We're all gods. And Inky is not Lord of Lord, King of King over me. I wish I wish he would try that. Stick Pandora on him, and then he's trying to be Lord of Lord and King of King and God of God over me, when I myself am a God. But you're a God too. But I know I'm a God because I'm born there, 5826. Now this is the class, you see. It has something to do with Samuel chapter 8, I think. And it's a long class, so I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to show you some of the codes and how it can go back to my name. See, I Naya Bingi. Also, my name Bettina, but I have to play string theory to get it out. But my name also is Bethia. When researching my name, I found the name Bethia. I think more so anyone who researches their name, if you're a female, you may find it and you are melanated. This is for melanated females. You should find we research your name. I didn't have to research so far because it's almost the same. It's just Bettina with Yahweh at the end. Bethia, but it means daughter, and bat or bait. We call it bat around here. And then this goes into Ruth being my in Ruth. She is a Moabite, and Ruth was yellow as the sun, or as gold as the sun. Like Inky was, but Boaz, he was black as tar. It was like Pandora is, and so you see they keep playing the program over and over, although it goes this way or this way. Also in the word wife, we have the word 13, which means melanated. But actually, we use the word Isha, but I use this word to play the game, or because of the class. But the class is only about playing the game. This here, it came out of Samuel 8 also. That's voting for someone else and we're not supposed to. So and then the unicorn, I did that in a video too, because unicorn, it means your memory. I play it as the children of the corn, you see, because the corn is there. Also unicorn, it will have a 10 in it. So when I did this class, I completed this class. I complete them all though. And then here is a B, you see. But in crib, if you take that out, you will still have 13. And then my name is Bettina, Barua, Bethia. And then I have to have another one with a B. But it's still 13. Oh, Bettina, Barua, Bethia. Oh well, whatever. And then even from here, from this class, Samuel 8, we will go into Alistair Crowley and Timothy Leary and the Thierry Marines. That's when I found Kate Greggs, But this class was done in 2003. It was done in 2003. It's in another book. It's just that my books are in storage or whatever, so I just grab another writing book and I just begin to write some things and remember the class, and my entities come to help me along with my class. Now in the Cherry Marines, I have a book with the Cherry Marines, and I think it was the Cherry Tree, and I could get my children's name of them in each letter, and I have it written down in the book. Also, Alfred Gray comes in there. It should be a Jim, a Jim Joy. His name is James Joy, but Alfred is more so like the feds, a federal or something like that. And Jim Joy, he also deals with your life, but these people here, they all of them, they are dealing with mind control devices. And his last name is Joy. Actually, if you research his name, you'll see that the joystick, it comes from his name, Jim Joy. Also, the joystick, is used as a penis too, Oh, it says, either spake thou her, but she did speak. And then these G's, she has 3 G's, and this is a 15 right here. So, you know, it's just a lot. It's something I didn't write down yet. But this comes from, oh yeah, Eric, they came up to. And this stuff right here, oh, this was dealing with the weather. I you know what? I have a book with every place that the weather was going to hit, but no one pays attention. Oh, here's Kansas. I don't remember what year it was, but it's Kansas, and but maybe it's another book though. This is OKC, Oklahoma something, I guess. Fisher, you know, I think that was in Fisher, Oklahoma. You know, this is shit too that my entities talk to me about, you know, and sometimes I just write certain things down, you know. I was going to do videos on them, you know, but then I just decided I prefer to do something else because no one gives a damn anyway. If I tell them, hey, look, a tornado's coming to your town, they don't give a fuck. Let me see. See, CIA is all on this page. See, I and this is X526. I have been on these people ever since I've known that. I thought it was just the government that was fucking with me, you know. Then I find targeted individual. I find state. Oh yeah, this must be 2 different things. That's why one is written upside down, because this is something else, you know. Let me see if I can find. Oh yeah, here. This is really funny. These are hearts, you know, the hearts they give us, you know, and say, oh, this is your heart. Well, it's a spell. It's a spell, because the heart, you know, it can be the tits on a female, it can be an ass, and it can be your lips kissing someone's ass, you know. And these are the way, you know, me and my entities can kind of like joke around, you know. Now this goes into 1 Samuel 8, you know, and it talks about see, a monarch DNA, and it goes into telling you that if you vote, things that will happen to your children. Then it goes into your Joel. So and then, you know, it just a lot of things that my entities, they teach me. I don't go on those stupid ass ships and stuff like that. I mean, if I go on a ship tonight, it's I haven't been in a long time, because they don't need to go like that anymore. But it's like everything is really bright. I mean, everything in there is really bright, and there are nothing but books. And so we study the books, and when you decode this word right here, you will find out. See, neologize. So something new is going to be an ologize, and this word right here is the study of the word in front. So neo means new, and this shit is it's also in your scriptures, and this shit will come about, you know, if you go and you vote for people that that is not of your tribe. You're not supposed to vote for anyone over you. And since it's talking about confectionaries, it does go into Dina and DNA. And here it says cooks, and they equal double. That's this with him. I was born in Cook County, so I put right here, county is supposed to say, you know, to get out, to tell the pigment to get out. And it's also calling them a cunt, a cunt. And I was also born in Illinois, IL for Illinois. So Cook County, Illinois. That means that, you know, I'm breaking this code. They have a scheme and a plan, which the plan is the land. And then the word plot is the word. It's a lot of us that in this land that they have a plan and a scheme for. Who? They have it for who? For Dina. And then the word Dina is DNA. Dina is also the 13th tribe. They don't talk about her much. But this is a longest class. This little bit. Then it goes down into, you see, pharmacology. And I think this is the way they spell it in Mexico, and this is how I spell it, and I saw they spell it in Mexico. It has CIA, so and Jose Delgado, he was from Mexico, so you have to be careful there. And it talks about the pharmaceutical thing, and here it says drugs, and the drugs this is happening in the United States when you go voting, and then this is what your children, well, mostly say your daughters, will turn into, But they use their daughters, but here's the A, so it can be any of your children. They turn your children and your sons into eye candy, confectionaries, that's sugar, more so to go in candy or to go in cakes. And it like I said, it's the longest class, and then it gets down here. It says the beast. They will eat on your brain. They will eat on your brain. So what was that? That's why they will turn your babies also into candy, so that they can eat on your sweet baby's brains, or your baby's sweet brains. Now this also too came from that class, and then we were dealing with signal and sounds, and I just wrote the way I had to explain some shit like that. Which this also will go back into my birthday, go back to Dina, dealing with a foundation. See, it's Dina again. Yeah, and most of the time I do write my eyes like that, because that's my pineal gland. It's Dina again, and then Ema in a pen. No, this is something way different. But yeah, just to show this. I mean, it's nothing to show that it should not be shown. I think I will need to cut that shit out. That's my social security number. You can have it if you want to, because then they'll start targeting you. I don't care. They target us by our social security numbers, so you can have it if you like. But it just says some other things. This also deals with Samuel 8, chapter 8, and these are my parents. Frankie Jean and Donald Jenkins. They're my parents. And these are things that see, it goes right here, elder brother, and then it goes into Esther. This is from my parents. So I had to have the right parents to connect to Enlil and to Inky and Ano. You see. And even in Chicago, there's the word CIA, and Illinois is Illuminati. So it was. It's like I was born in this fucking land, This is Frank Drake. This comes from finding. Also dealing with the confectionaries and shit. But I was researching Frankie J and Jenkins, but I just put in Frankie and Donald Jenkins, and this bitch came up, Frank Drake. His name is Frank Donald Drake. He brought his ass up. Maybe RFD. Yeah, that's an inside joke. But it's just. But one day, when I can get into, this was a joke too. To draw this, what does it mean? But because I say but a lot. But yeah, that was a joke. Yeah, this is more stuff. No, this is the pink people who came down and began to fuck around today begin to fuck around with our DNA. And this is Barbara Bush. It just shows she has 666 in her name, and so does Abraham. He has 666. 1, 2, 3. Both of them have 7 letters, but the 666. But this goes for the ether, and this goes for the evil. And but Harmon goes here. I don't know why I put him there. Because he has the H-A-M. Because this is really not the way that Abraham's name was spelled at first. Then the pink people changed everything and put Ham even in Abraham's name. And my name is Barua, and this is the guy Harmon that came after me. Just to show how our names can connect and how they do connect. Well, this here is like it's like 7 princes I had to find. You know, I found them all. You know, and so that's what that is. It's a game of having to research some shit to find the 7 princes of hell. I been found them all. I just recently wrote this shit down here. You know, maybe like 2 or 3, maybe 4 years ago. But I been found them long time ago. I did a montage of them. Now, when they did the classes, you know, they teaching me about Melchizedek. You see what's in the middle? It's my child. It's whose child? Me. I am one. It is my child. Now, Zedek, my second son. This is the prefix of his name. But anyway, when you get through with Melchizedek and everything, you come to find out, Melchizedek is your pineal gland. It has no mother, it has no father. The body has a mother and father. But the pineal gland has come more than once. It has come many times before in a body, in a different body, if you know about your lineage. So, yeah. So see, when my entities come, they teach me. They're not trying to implant a baby in me or none of that stupid shit, you know. And I learned a whole lot of shit, you know. I mean, I learned. Wow, I can really learn a lot of shit. So, but I would like to show you a book that I have that has nothing but codes in it, but I call them scrolls. This is somewhat of a scroll. This little book here is somewhat of a scroll, but is more so classes, you know. Not too much of playing the game, not much. Like I said, I had a few minutes, time to go. Shit, okay, out.